Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Saturday again, which means more Phoenix Wright. We finished through case 1 and 2 of Justice for All. Last time, it took us a very long stream. I hope not to repeat that length of time, but we'll see. We're gonna go into episode 3, Turnabout Big Top, which means it's circus themed. Or at least there's a circus. Something, something, circus, something. Let's go find out together. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. Prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonder of flight. Giant lion mouth. The world's greatest magician. The one, the only. Maximilian Galactica. Astounding. I like the planet being over in the corner. It's a lot. Alright, December 26th, 8:12 p.m. Very big circus. Circus entrance. Wow, that was like being in a dream. I haven't even caught my breath yet. Oh, that was amazing. Wasn't it, Pearly? It was great. There was a dancing bear, and a tiger that jumped through a wang of fire, an elephant that rode a giant ball, not to mention that guy who flew through the air. Yeah, Max Galactica. He was absolutely fabulous. What? Max? Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician. A magician? No, a magician. Mr. Nick. What is it, Pearls? Does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits? I don't think it has anything to do with channeling. You don't know about magic, do you, Pearls? I'm sorry. I am 8. I braved the winter cold and took Pearls to see the circus. It's been 6 months since the terrible incident in Crane Village, which would be case 2. And it was during that time that I met Pearls. You know, but she's normal now, so it's all great. Time to go. Oh, can't miss the last train. You remembered the train. Yeah, she's 8, not an idiot. Of course I did. But I don't really understand what everyone means by express train. Okay, well, Nick, see you later. I'm coming by to help clean the office. Gotta be spotless for the new year. Oh no, is it almost Christmas again? Don't worry about it, really. You need to visit Mr. Nick on New Year's? Maybe. Oh, I'm glad you'll get to spend your New Year's with your special someone. Pearly! No, look, we have to go. Happy New Year, Mr. Nick. Yeah. I hope it is. Every Christmas something weird happens. Apparently. If we have that much trepidation about it. Alright, it's December 28th. It's not only not almost Christmas, it's definitely past almost Christmas. Well, that's it for the whole year. Got all my Spotify wrap-ups and my PlayStation wrap-ups, so there's no more year left. If only I can finish cleaning the office. Beep. Hello. This is... it's terrible. Oh, hey. Perfect timing. She just said it's terrible, dude. Things are also bad here. Mine are probably more terrible than yours. What? Look, the office. I have to clean it. That's what it means to be an adult. You have to clean your own things. It's just... Or have the money to pay someone to do it, I guess, which we do not. I'm gonna say we do not. What are you talking about? My office, it sucks. What are you talking about? Now, you have to turn on the TV. The TV? Now, let's check in at the scene. Oh, what happened? Thank you. We're here at the Very Big Circus. The Very Big Circus has become the center of a sensational murder. Look at all these people who are very excited. The Very Big Circus? That's the circus we went to, right? How many circuses are in town? That's a question. When the circus comes to town, I think there's only just the one, right? Like, seems like it'd be a bad idea to have competing circuses at the same time. Just saying. They're saying it was a murder. When the whole town is full of clowns. Alright, okay, you got me there, Rock Pusher. The entire town's a circus, and they're all divided up into their circus gangs, so it is very important. Yeah, and they arrested him too. Wait, who? Max. Wait, Max Galactica? The Eater of Planets? I mean, the guy who can fly? His name's Maximilian, but his fans call him Max, because, you know... Yeah. Maya said she was a huge fan of Max. Alright, I'll see you 2 hours at the detention center. What? I'll see you there. You can clean up your office later. No, wait, explain. No explanation. Shall we examine the plants? It's Charlie. Charlie doesn't clean. Well, that's unfair. Charlie probably cleans the air, provided he's not made of rubber. There's a building outside the window. The Gatewater Hotel. That's important. But not for us. That was important. In a completely different game. This is a poster of the newest member of the Steel Samurai universe. It's definitely not the same poster as last time, but we're calling it something different. Hope they give the new guy his own movie. Maya's gonna drag me out to see it with her. Why did I buy these difficult-looking legal books? I'm never going to read them. Maybe I should just get rid of them. Maybe I shouldn't. I have a desk. It's very clean because I don't use it. Alright, we've examined this room. It is still morning. What are they talking about? Why did they arrest Max? I don't know. Maybe he used his magical skills to deal death with a sleight of hand. What? No, he'd never do such a thing. Fabulous, what the young lady just said. That thing. What a clever girl. Ew. Such a fabulous understanding of events. Oh goodness, he's gonna say that's his word. Fabulous. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Do like the outfit though. All the cards are pretty cool. Welcome to the visitor's room. It's Max. Nick, look, it's totally him. Alright, pick a card. Any card. He called me sweetie. Swoon. Time's writing out. Pick a card. This one. Uh-huh. Okay. I knew you'd pick that one. The Ace of Hearts. Ah, he got it. Nick, look. It's perfect. What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valued possessions. You. One of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. Ah, swoon. Well, time to make this an absolutely fabulous time. Oh, you should let Nick pick a card. But I don't want to steal one of his hearts. And you are... Oh, yes, of course. You must be Sweetie's driver. Her driver. Whatever. Hurry up and pick a card. Any card. This one? So, Sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to this visitor's room to visit me, didn't you? Yeah, I'm your biggest fan. The thing is, he's on the other side of a window, so every time he hits the cards out, they're gonna just, like, rush back at him. Or, I guess, just fall. Hey, so, what about my card? Think of it as a souvenir. I don't care. Well, time to get to work. What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling? You know, I was just kind of thinking about lunch, what I should have, and... Sweetie, drop Porcupine Head over there. Shower me with your attention, okay? Oh, yes. Absolutely fabulous. Ugh, blah. You can wait. This guard, he's here. He's just here. He's pushed up against the wall, kind of like a magnet on a refrigerator. It's not really how magnets work, but okay. This is a security camera. Max keeps sneaking glances up at the security camera on the wall. I wonder if he's still trying to be a star. Nope. Nope, he's just a weirdo. Max, I was hoping you'd tell me a little bit more about yourself. Fabulous. I think we should get to know each other better too. Why don't you come sit next to me? Well, there's a big piece of security glass between us. Oh, sweet Jeebus. What in the world? If only I could use magic, then I could make this wall disappear. How old is this game? Like, maybe 2005? Originally? This particular remaster is like 2019? What's this guy talking about? Anyways, lately, you've become awfully famous, haven't you, Max? That's Maximilian to you, Porcupine Head. Get it straight. Yeah, people these days say... Anyway. Justice for All is 2002? Well, you know. Cringe was a word before it was cool. Well, I mean, cringe used to just mean, like, not that you had emotions to be cringed at, but that, like, things basically made your skin, like, crawl and stuff. You won a very prestigious award recently, didn't you? I did. It was fabulous. I won the Magician's Grand Prix. Is that like a race? Held by the Association of International Magicians. It's an award that recognizes that I am the most fabulous... a fabulous world magicians. There was a trophy and a bust. It was fab. I mean, it was an amazing day. Oh wow, it's so incredible. Isn't it? I'm certifiably the greatest magician in the world. Well, I mean, he definitely didn't win for most modest position. You signed an exclusive contract with Very Big Circus, correct? Well, I mean, yeah. That's the long and short of it. You definitely research things. Yay. Just can't watch a magician on TV, you know. Can't just turn on the TV and watch magic happen. That would be weird. Magic is so fabulous, you have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie. You're right, you're so right. However, the circus, it's a dinosaur. A thing of the past. Nowadays, no one even cares about what goes on there. What? What do you mean? People love the circus. Without the circus, how do we get things like Robin? That's why I signed the contract. Wait, you signed the contract because it's an old place? Thanks to me, the Very Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I revived the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was just another magic trick. Isn't it just wonderful, sweetie? Yes? I made all the old crusty circus performances obsolete. But I kinda like the circus performances. Oh, well, now he's made Maya sad. So, can you tell me what happened? Last night, the ringmaster was murdered. Ringmaster? You mean Russell Berry? Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. The police questioned me at length. About what? Well, like, everything. I was the last one to see the ringmaster before he was murdered. I saw him last evening, in his room. So then why were you arrested? Arrested? Oh, don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. They just want to consult me on with me on matters, that's all. Nick? I don't think Max knows where he is. Yep. I should definitely shock him back to reality. Before the murder, you met with the ringmaster? Yeah. What'd you talk about? Things that aren't for your ears. Maya, would you ask him? Hey, what'd you talk about with the ringmaster, Max? It was nothing. Small talk, really. We were just having a chat about my salary. Salary? I am the one bringing in the crowds. I think that I should be compensated as such. You agree, don't you? Yeah, yes? That's all you talked about? Of course. It was a fabulous chat. Secrets! Ah, fabulous. I mean, oh no, he's got me saying it. What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent out of shape. Pretty sure Nick always looks bent out of shape. Alright. I don't think we can go anywhere else right now, so... Let's see what this brings up. You met with the ringmaster to negotiate your salary. Exactly, we reached an agreement with the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary? I hate lies and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? I mean, no. I don't have anything. Okay. Well, this has been fun. Goodbye. That's all I can do. Safety save. Alright, defense attorney, we have this. We don't have a lot of things to present, so... Anything to prove. Well, you? Jeebus, what's the matter? Sweetie, you must have wax built up in yours. You haven't listened to me at all. You're still not listening, are you? Okay, well... We're gonna just finish this through. Alright, so there's something else I have to trigger. Our first instincts were better. Okay, well, there's nothing else to examine in this room. You mind taking a look at this? I guess I have no choice, but really, is this the proper time or place? He signed his own photo. You'd like to come up on stage with me sometime? Really? Is that really okay? I'll bring you up on stage as a volunteer from the audience. Really? I'll give you something before the show, and then on stage you'll sneak it to me. Wait a second, he's planting her in the audience to rig a magic trick. Well, yes, that's what plants are for. We know what that does, so... What is that badge? Is it used in a disappearing act? I'm not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney. An attorney. Then why are you wasting your time talking to me? He isn't wasting his time, Max. You're... Okay, relax. You're just a little over-anxious, I think. Anyways, I've been curious about something for a while now. What's that? Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie? Because you've been arrested for murder. Oh, don't be ignorant. They wouldn't arrest someone like me. Oh, what is that? Obviously, because I'm the fabulous Maximilian Galactica. So... I'm the very big star of the very big circus. And that means... I'm rich, I'm paid fabulous sums... Which means what? Max? Quit joking around. I'm gonna be pulling my magic wand. The police aren't really serious about all this, are they? They don't really arrest people as a joke. As far as we know. In this universe. Look at Max, he's crushed. Well, he needed to wake up and smell the coffee. This is serious business. I'm surprised you have all these magic cards, actually. Yes? Porky, I mean, sir, you're a lawyer, right? Yeah, I'm an attorney. Please help me. I didn't kill nobody. Didn't kill nobody? I may be more spoiled than a hog in a hamburger mud pit, but a killer? That's insane. I could never. Max? I swear. I just wanted to pay off my daddy's debt. He's back on the farm. Okay, I'll take your case. Really? Really? Thank you much. Y'all such nice folks. Max? Yes? What's your real name? It's Billy Bob Johns. Come on, Maya, you didn't really think Maximilian Galactica was gonna be real, huh? What's the matter, Maya? He's really just a country bumpkin? I must apologize for not being my absolutely fabulous self just now, sweetie. Huh? Mr. Attorney. Yes? A few minutes ago, you took one of my cards, didn't you? Yeah. I still have it. It was the 10 of hearts, right? How'd he got it right again. What can I say? You too. You've stolen some of my most valued possessions. 10 of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. You sure do have a lot of hearts, don't you? I'm putting my faith in you, sweetie. Oh, he called me sweetie. Alright, let's make this an absolutely fabulous case. Come on, Nick. Okay, we can probably just move. Yeah, there we go. We can go to the circus entrance. We're here again. Yep, but this time, we're here for work. It hasn't been that long since the crime, so the police are still on the scene. Let's find someone who might know something about what happened. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Look, look, it's Max! Even when you don't want to see him, poof, he's right in front of you. Sure, the sign says Very Big Circus. But looking around, it might as well be Cirque de Galactica. The stars on his cheeks sure are dreamy. How about I draw a star on your cheek, Nick? I've got a marker. Nah, I don't know. It's fine. It's a snack stand. They have hot dogs, hamburgers, and drinks. Not to mention candy and popcorn. They've even got snow cones. Who would eat snow cones in the middle of winter? Nick, do you think you can buy some snow cones? No. Wait. Right, I just was like, there's a bunch of snow on the ground, but there's no syrup. I want syrup. Oh, gross. There's discolored snow in the corner. Box office where they sell the tickets for the circus. They also sell programs. I forgot to buy one when we came to the circus last time. So then why don't you just buy one now? Sounds like I could. Oh no, it looks like I forgot my wallet. If you want me to buy it for you, just ask me already. You know, I'd never do that to you, Nick. Then I guess you're not getting one. This door must lead to the lodging house. No entry to unauthorized personnel. You really need to say no entry if no one's actually entering. It's almost like a Zen riddle, isn't it, Nick? Nope. I bet all of the stars stay at that lodging house. I mean, maybe. Oops. Well, streamers do a nice job introducing the circus performers. Well, one of the circus performers. Maximilian Galactica and his comical comrades. You know, you don't really see too many streamers nowadays, do you? You're right, I haven't seen one in ages. I bet they stopped using them due to kids climbing up to the top. I don't think that's why. I mean, if that's why, that definitely need why they go. Nick, the entrance is right here. The circus is closed today. There's no clowns, no elephants, no shows. I know that. Nick, you can get your picture taken with Dally the elephant. There's no Dally, not today. I know that too. Oh well, I'll just have to take a picture with whoever I stumble across. We have work to do. Okay, I think that's probably everything. Go to the lodging house or the big top. Well, it's at the top. Let's go to the lodging house. It seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay. Really? So we might run into that stoogey clown here, right? He's so kooky. Ah, it's you too. Oh, hey, Detective Gumshoe. How's you guys always seem to know when I'm working a crime scene, pal? Because you're always working, Detective? Well, I'd rather not be always working. But, yeah, it's crime. You don't make your own hours. If I have to be at the circus anyway, I want to see the lion tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left. Nick, he complained. That's a rarity. Well, let's get back to business now, okay? Boop-a-doop. Don't mind me, Detective. Look, a tarp! Maybe there's evidence. Hey, watch it. The killer is behind that tarp. The killer is oddly... What? Ah! Ha ha ha. Got ya. I was just kidding. Grrr. Ho 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 ho. This year, I finally won an air conditioner. What? You didn't have an air conditioner? Did you ride your Triceratops to work too? What do you mean you won an air conditioner? You didn't buy it? Can't afford one of those things. But I got lucky and won it as a door prize at the annual police Christmas party. They really pay you peanuts, don't they? Peanuts. I don't even get paid enough for peanut butter, let alone peanuts. The safety lights around the circus are kept on all night long, so they should have been on at the time of the murder. So he's saying the murder took place in the light? How strange. How strange indeed. This is the only place that the snow has been trounced upon. Trounced? The murder was sloppy, leaving all these prints all over. No. We're the ones who left those. An investigation can be a messy thing sometimes. What? I also slipped and fell in that spot over there. The other detectives all got a good laugh when the prosecutor whipped me. Right, yeah. Thank God there was all this snow around to bring down the swelling. Well, good to know that they're not worried about preserving the evidence. Alright. Hey, do you know who will be the prosecutor in the court tomorrow? I have some pretty obvious guesses. Of course, it'll be Miss Von Karma. Ah. She isn't gonna hit me with her whip again, is she? Of course she is. That's her thing. What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. When she shows up at the precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal. Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure Miss Von Karma's really interesting and all, but there's someone else I'd rather talk about. Like who? Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course. You know, Nick's true rival, Miles Edgeworth. What in the world happened after I went back home? Mr. Edgeworth? You haven't heard what happened to him? Nick won't tell me. Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore. He's not around? Nick, what does he mean Mr. Edgeworth isn't around? Yeah, exactly what he said. He's not around. Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay? Nick? The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he? Yep, last night, around 10 p.m. He died outside in the cold. It's a pretty sad way to go if you ask me. It was rather cold. This is the scene of the crime, pal. The body was found right over there. Right about where you're standing now. Ah! Surprised you, didn't I? I'm not laughing. Excuse me, but do you mind telling me what happened to the victim? Oh, he was killed by the blow to the noggin, pal. Eep. It's pretty clear-cut as far as murders go. He was discovered quickly. But, there's just one thing that doesn't quite fit. Only one. Ha! There's always something that doesn't quite fit. What was the one thing that just didn't quite fit? The thing you mentioned earlier. Footprints, pal. Footprints. Footprints? Look at this picture of the crime scene. What's this? This wooden box under the body. No clue. Some forensic experts took it back and are examining it now. And what is so mysterious about the footprints? Oh, calm down. Take a good look at the footprints in this picture. The victim's footprints are on the scene. That's right. The problem is, the killer's footprints aren't there. And once, when there were two sets of prints in the snow, there became one. That was when you died. Bingo! Where did the killer come from? And where did the killer run off to? Where did he come from? Where did he go? Bum 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 bum, Cotton Eye Joe. Obviously, there is no way the killer committed this crime while flying. A flying culprit? Is that why you're blaming Max? It's because he can fly? Wait, that's when something just clicked in my head. There's no way. Flying is impossible. That's right. Flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible. What's with the hollow laugh, pal? I meant nothing by it, pal. Better stated means I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can get some info about Max out of him. Crime photo. Being a spirit medium is quite an accomplishment. And you're so young too. That's really something. Actually, I've been thinking of taking a break from channeling. Really? I don't want to have another incident like last time. Is that the next case? Or... yeah, I think it might be the next one. I don't think you get a choice. It looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say, a bad attitude follows you everywhere. He's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad. But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal. It's not just his attitude. I've got proof, pal. What? He left something at the scene of crime. One of his magician's trademarks. An incredibly well-made silk hat. Well, it does have a very classy decorative elements. Made to order hat. That is a symbol of Max's fabulousness. Max uses a cloak, silk hat, and white roses as his signature symbols. It's a lot. Pretty mundane, aren't they? Who cares if they're mundane? At least they are easy to understand. Okay? That's what he said. Who said? The eyewitness. Eh? Wait, no, tell us about this eyewitness. First, tell us about yourself. I'm making a really strange, tired-looking face here. Are you sure you weren't born looking like that? Maya. I wish I was more lively. Right now, I'm just tired. Well, there's not much you can do about that, so you just gotta keep on being tired. You're right. Glad I stayed out of that one. You're going down this time, pal. Oh, is that right? She's been practicing 1,000 cracks a day, pal. Cracks? Wait, you don't mean cracks of the... Yep. Cracks of the whip. Come on, you flashed that badge at me so many times it doesn't work anymore. Why don't you try wearing a different badge every now and again? Well, I do have a steel samurai badge with me. How about that one? I'll only wear it if Detective Gumshoe carries a steel samurai police badge. Then it's a deal. I hear that Detective Gumshoe has that very badge. What? Don't look at me like that. You're making me nervous. You know I can't tell you two about the evidence we've gathered. Stingy! When you put it so bluntly, it kind of hurts my feelings. Blah blah blah. Nothing to say. Blah blah blah. Okay. So about this eyewitness. Ha ha ha, you know I'm not gonna tell you about that. That's the prosecution's trump card. Okay, well... Oh, I just remembered. What? I forgot to mention that you two are barred from entering that lodging house. Why is that? No reason. Just something I remembered I had to tell you. Must be because that's where the eyewitness is. Let's check it out. Don't you dare, pal. Uh-huh. What are you gonna do about it? In fact, it's called Mo's room. I feel like it might be Mo. It might be somebody named Mo. Alright. First floor, Mo's room. I wonder whose room this is. The name tag on the door says Mo on it. Guess he's not here. Wow, it's a real mess in here. My room's probably worse, though. I'm better at making a mess. Oh well, I give up, and we'll have to come back later. No, we have to go look at all of the things. Look at all the things there to look at. But not this poster. This poster, not interesting or important. Or this TV, or the VCR. Huh, clown equipment is so funny looking. He's got a balancing ball, a unicycle, ooh, a trampoline. But they're all broken. Maybe he's just a little too excited during practice. Who knows with that guy? Maybe it's part of the gag? Okay, that kind of takes care of that clump. Mo seems to be a voracious reader. Look at all the hard books he has here. Clowns for Dummies, The Joke's on You, Treat Your Peons Right, and the classic, Funny Jokes Are Funny. Wow, Mo's very studious. The joke's on you, huh? All those clown costumes lined up like that. I don't know about you, but it's creepy. Look at that collection he's got. It's incredible. Must be a collection of clown costumes from around the world. Sure. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it now? She better not want me to try one of those on. I was thinking of starting a costume collection. I'll call it World Spirit Channels. We can display it in our office. In our office? As soon as you start paying the bills, you can say that. Mo's got an excellent pair of pajamas, laid on his bed in an excellent manner. What? Those are pajamas? You mean he goes to bed dressed as a clown? Ew. No respect. Awesome, look at these shoes. They're great. Forget the shoes. Check out the great banana peel gag. You sure it wasn't Mo's snack after lunch? You blind? Look at how many scratches there are from people sleeping on it. We found a banana. What the? There's a string of carrots. How strange. The carrots seem to come in all different shapes. Weird. Can't tell if Mo just likes carrots or if he's using them for some sort of gag. This is suspicious. Look at the ceiling. It looks like someone punched a hole in it. What, like with an uppercut? You're right. I wonder what happened. I don't even want to imagine what goes on in here. Alright, I think we got everything we can touch. Oh, I just noticed the end of the bed. That's unsettling. Well, I guess we'll leave. You're right. There's no reason for us to go in there. So we'll go inside. You don't know about the central thesis of funny jokes are funny? I mean, it does seem a little circular. The circus stage sure doesn't look that small from out in the audience. Sure doesn't look this small from out in the audience. Wow, this is where they all perform, isn't it? Nick, do some somersaults. I'm not doing somersaults. Why not? You look like you'd be great at it. Grrr. Huh? Nick? Wasn't me. Grrr. Grrr. Tiger! He's coming this way! Grrr, grrr. Ah! And then we died. It's a very short story. Nick! You're too young to die! Nick! Stay, heal! Grrr. Tiger sounds. I'm still here. I'm not dead. Yet. Nick? Nick, are you okay? Ha 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 ha, scared you, didn't I? Regent is such a cute tiger, isn't he? What's the matter? You two sure are quiet. Don't what's the matter me? Nick, he almost died. He wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt, let alone dying. This little tiger hardly ever bites people. Besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? So if you think about it, you're actually pretty lucky. Huh? You agree, don't you? I guess? What do you mean you guess? Why are you agreeing with her? Woohoo, your costume. Huh? It's cute. I want to try it on. Costume? You mean my clothes? You don't mind letting me try it on, right? I guess not. Really? You're the best. Oh, the tables turned quickly on that one. So much for the tiger thing. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Berry, the renowned animal tamer of the Berry Big Circus. Oh, well, my name's Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium. Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. I mean, you put us up next to an animal tamer. I bet we really look odd. Nice to meet ya. Likewise. Look, that's where Max comes out during the show. Yep, I mean, that was a pretty cool effect. We're planning for me to start coming out of the line during the show. Oh, that's great, Regina. Yeah, I will ride on Regent's back and jump out of the lion's mouth. I want to try it too. I'll ride on Nick's back and jump out of the lion's mouth. No. Tarp. Ah, a ladder. It's just a step ladder. What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter. Oh, okay. It's not even worth arguing with her on this one. They always argue about a stepladder. It's a thing. There doesn't seem to be anything here that can help us. Not a single clue. You know, I've been meaning to ask you, what exactly do you mean when you say clue? What are you looking for? A bloody chainsaw? Maybe? Well, there's definitely not one of those here. Is that what we're doing when we're searching? We're just like, maybe that's chainsaw. Is this a chainsaw? The seats are kind of far away, don't you think? They are, but it also means that lots of people can fit in the big top. He's right. We can fit 500 people into a show. 500? That's amazing. Flying around above that many people is a real rush. At least that's what Max said. Hey, it's a rope! Probably for tightrope walking? Well, that's a bit strange. There weren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it. Whoa, those lights are huge! I love lights. Whenever I appear under the spotlight, everyone claps for me. That's because everyone knows that you're cute. No, I'm not cute. You're cute. Me? Of course. I'm sure you'd make an incredible heroine. Really? You think so? Nick, did you hear that? Me, a heroine. What about Nick? Regina? Nick. He's no hero, is he? Ouch. Thanks a lot, Maya. Okay, feels like we've got everything. Hey, Regina, what do you know about what happened last night? You mean the murder? Yeah. My dad was murdered. Oh, I see. Wait. What did you just say? So, the ringmaster was your... Yep, the ringmaster was my dad. I'm so sorry about what happened to him. Why do you say you're sorry? Huh? Anyways, everybody here was practicing last night. You mean your dad? Yeah, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 p.m. After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around. Why'd you do that? I was playing with Regent. Ah, the beast. That's when the police showed up. When they took me to check things out, Dad was dead. For someone whose father was just murdered, you seem awfully perky. Ah, I wish she would tell us more about her dad. That's incredible that you're an animal tamer. Oh, if you say so. It has to be really scary. Scary? Why? Huh? Regent isn't scary. He's cute. Ever since Leon died, Regent has been my best friend. Leon? Yes, Leon the lion. Leon the lion. Regent and Regina. And just some name choices. Leon, he died? Yeah, actually he was killed. My dad killed him. Wait, what? Why did he do that? I'm not sure why he did it. It's tough not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent eyes. Really? Because when she showed up, I kind of expected the Ojo-sama style thing. Maybe it's just the big hair. What about this? What can you tell me? I'm not really good at figuring out hard things. Really? You too? I understand exactly what you mean. Oh, Maya's making a new friend in a strange way. Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't care about the crime scene photo. The silk hat is Max's. That's right. It's beautiful, isn't it? I thought up the idea for wearing the hat. Oh, really? Yep, he took my sketch to the hat shop. And they made a custom hat for him based off the sketch. There's only one of these silk hats in the entire world. Isn't that cool? The design's not that fancy that I believe that. Right. People. Maya, you're a spirit channeler? Yep, I'm still training though. That sounds like fun. I think you should join us at the circus. Huh? As a spirit channeler? Yeah, you'd be a big hit. Really? She says I'd be a big hit. I think she's just being nice. It's Max. Hey, where's Max now anyways? You don't know? Nope. He's been arrested. He was charged with the murder of your father. It's okay. Nick and I we're gonna help him. Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean, the criminal? Of course he's not. I'm worried with so many things right now. Like what? This person... already given my heart to another man, so I'm not interested in enrolling in your dating service. No, I just wanted to know if you knew this person. Cool, this lady's got a whip. She's an animal tamer, huh? Sort of. 2 women with whips. That's my cue to shut up and act like a good boy. Alright, I look so cute in this picture. Don't you think I look cute? Don't ya? Don't ya? You sure do. No objections here? After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room. His room? Yes. That door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room. I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened. Well, we should definitely go check out the ringmaster's room. Hey Regina, what's the matter? What's on your mind? I'll tell you, Maya, but just you. Well... Mumble, mumble, lattice. What? Really? And then... Oh my, that's incredible, Regina. Come on, Nick. There's no reason to pout. Don't worry about me. Regina told me that someone professed their love to her. Professed their love? Not only that, it was Maximilian Galactica. Yeah, I kind of wonder how many people he's done that to. And then, on the exact same day, another person professed their love for her as well. What? Who was it? Someone named Trillo. Trillo? Apparently he is a tenor who sings in the circus. Haven't met him yet. Regina seems to be quite the hit with the men in the circus. Sure, she must have some sort of strange power over them. Or they just like her. We don't know these people. It seems plausible. You're not kidding. 2 people in one day? Even I want to profess my love for her. Me too. She's so cute. Giggle. Alright, we're in the ringmaster's room. This is the room that belonged to the victim, which means this must be where Max met the ringmaster last night. Now that you mention it, that is what he said. I wonder what... that's an interesting poster. It's a poster of Max. I want it. I want it. Nick, I want it. Okay. Weird that the posters are all blurry. Alright, one side of the room to the other. There's a lot of posters here, don't you think? Yep. So many posters that they aren't likely to miss one. Are they? Maya, we're supposed to be the honest ones around here. But you didn't even notice that I took one. She already swiped one. Heh. You're incorrigible. You know that? Put it in the documents, at least. Wait, I can still... Look at all the stars on this poster. This must have been the poster they used to promote their public appearances. I mean, posters are the way to go, aren't they? What do you mean? We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action, mind-numbing legalese. You will say, wow. Or perhaps, hold it, don't miss out on a stunning life or death courtroom thrill ride. I think with those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic. Nick, hey, look at all these cute trophies. Yeah, there's a lot of awards the circus has won. Like, all county quiz champions, Ringmasters Association, mini golf master, beer belly balloon bounce champ, pet grooming Grand Prix. Wow, the ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could never have imagined. Nick, look at all the photos lined up on the wall. It's like a guided tour of the circus's history. This is so cool. It seems like there were so many happy memories. Maybe we should do this sort of thing at our office. We can put up pictures of all the clients who have been found not guilty. And what if we had a client who was found guilty? We'll just pretend like they didn't exist. How's that? Nick, now you've got me thinking about losing cases. Why'd you do that? All these frames look the same. They almost look like thank you cards. Looks like every year the Ringmaster made donations to charity. To the Robot Clown Research Center. You're kidding, right? What? They may be a perfectly reputable charity in the field of advanced tomfoolery. Who knows? Does your spine tingle? You may be entitled to compensation. Contact Wright & Co. Lawyers at Law. I mean, if your spine is tingling, you maybe want to talk to a doctor first. What do I know? Desk. This is strange. Everything looks nice, but this desk looks old and cheap. There's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the Ringmaster. He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat. And they call this the face of someone who already knew that. What? A scrap of white paper is sticking out of the coat pocket. Huh? Where? Where? Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats. Aw, you always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. We did not collect the clue. The game was like, obvious clue, can't have it. Alright, let's check out your bananas. This is where the Ringmaster applied his makeup. It's quite a collection of the most understated colors. Shocking pink, for example. This one says it's 100% all-natural organic mascara. This one says, sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mime. The Ringmaster must have been really concerned about skincare. Very metrosexual. I mean, a lot of people should be concerned about their skin. Especially because, you know, especially as a performer. If you got to put on a lot of makeup, you have sensitivities, like, I don't know, it just seems mean to be weird by that. Alright. It's a table for guests. There's some paper scattered on top. Oh, look at this. Max's salary is written on this piece of paper. Yikes. Well, what is it? I didn't know that a magician... This salary is incredible. She looks like she's about ready to pass out from shock. How much is it? How much is it? That much? Incredible, huh? You can say that again. This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. The Ringmaster signed and dated it. What's the matter, Nick? Max definitely got a raise. But this document is dated a week ago. This is a table he used when visitors came to see him. Oh, there's mud caked on the table. Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes up on the table. Nick, don't even think about it. I wasn't? How uncouth do you think I am? About this, what can you tell me? Oh, right. Okay, that's your I don't have anything to say. Nothing about that. We didn't get any new profiles. Ooh. Tripped a flag. Huh? Hey, Nick, look over there. What? There's someone over there. Excuse me? Hello? Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me? What? Hey, me? Yeah, you work at the circus, don't you? No, I'm just your average Joe. An average Joe who just happens to hang out at the circus? I don't think so. Yes, I am. I've got nothing to do with what's going on here. He's lying, like any regular person would hang around the circus dressed like that. I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright. And I'm a spirit medium. My name's Maya. Well, I just happen to be passing by. I suppose you happen to be some kind of carny. Not a I'm a performer. Actually, I'm a ventriloquist. Ventriloquist? I'm Benjamin Woodman. Your last name is Woodman? Yeah, that's right. But everyone calls me Ben. Ah, yes. That's your alias, right? I believe they call it a stage name. Excuse me, Ben? Yes, you mean me? About the murder, I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may. Or really, I'm just a regular normal guy. I don't know what... oh, this guy's so nervous. He's creeping me out. Nick, cheer up. Just try and smile. Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica? Max? He's not very nice. Did you just say that Max is not very nice? Yes, he did. Ow. Oh, my head hurts. Oh, I hope he's okay. Sounds like he just popped a gasket. Ben, so you're a ventriloquist? I'm just a regular guy. You already told us that you were a ventriloquist. Oh, yes. Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that. I can't help it. He's making me nervous. Ben, would you mind showing me some of your skills as a ventriloquist? Well, right now, what? Why? Oh, he's contagious. He probably won't talk normally until we find his puppet. Yeah, this is probably not going to be helpful. Let's see if we can go talk to... Yeah, you're still here. Great. Alright, so won't tell us about that, won't tell us about that. Maybe... I've gotten affidavits from most of the performers at the circus. They're certainly a strange bunch of characters. You don't say. Well, not stranger than you, I suppose. That was cold. I'm sorry, I was just messing around. Uh-huh. Okay. Ha. Hello? Kablamo! Congratulations! You're the big wiener! The 1 millionth visitor to the room of one Mr. Mo Curls! Aka me! Earplugs. Must find earplugs. To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape? Just one. Did you get my joke right there? Ha 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 ha! I welched on giving you more than one. No, 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 no. If it was funny, it is your duty as a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last seen in lanes. Catch my drift? Maya? This is like some Faustian nightmare. Come on, it was funny. Clowns are always funny in my book. In my book, they're just funny looking. You sure to have a great taste in clothes, girlie. Look at that garb. You look just like Greta Garb. Oh, ha 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 ha. Oh, I'm going home. No, Nick, you can't. You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two. But this stooge keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to. Okay, I get it. But you have to admit he is kind of funny. No, I don't have to admit that because he isn't. Ha 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 ha. Could you please tell us more about the very big circus? It's a very big story. You sure you got that kind of time? And the hits just keep on hitting. This circus has been in business for 20 years. We all performed under the guidance of the ringmaster Russellberry. 20 years? Wow! Working in the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TV, and bowling, there's just too much competition. But I love the circus. I love it too. That's why I've been here for 20 years. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends in the clowns on us. Nick, he just made a joke. Laugh. Ha 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 ha. Ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world. Real class act. And even when there were no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me. Because he knew that I had a family to care for. He was happy to take care of his employees. I see. How could anyone do that to such a wonderful man? Oh. Wiggity, 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 what? I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor. Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way? Let's talk about the murder. Let's see. Must have taken place around 10 p.m. last night. After rehearsals were finished, I was tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it. Caught a peek? Of the crime! Just as we suspected. This guy's the eyewitness to the crime. The ringmaster was truly ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show. New elements? When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts getting a bit stale. I realize that even my act can get a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my jokes can be a bit, the old-fashioned. Bit long in the tooth. But that make-believer takes things too far. Make-believer? The magician. The one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had that gall to say to me, "You're one of those funny types, right?" What does he mean, one of those? Well, that joke's on him now. On him? Yep, he got on everyone's nerves. The day of the murder. Go ahead. Nope, no way. Just forget I said anything. I bet he's still hiding something about Max. You say you saw the crime? Do you mind telling me what you saw? Well, the police told me that I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm gonna have to let these lips stay zipped. That's not fair. I guess you're right. Maybe I can tell you a few details. But only if you can get old Stiff Lips here to make me the funny. Stiff Lips? Wait, do you mean me? Nick, you can do it. What's the matter? Just getting ready, okay. Do you know why I Phoenix Wright am a great lawyer because I'm right all the time. At least his expectations are low. I wouldn't let him quit his day job. Ugh, cut a guy some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over here. It wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but you did try, so I'll tell you what I saw. I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo. That night, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thwomp. Once I heard it, I jumped out of bed. That's when I saw... Without question, without doubt, it was that magician. That's all I saw, but it just proves how terrible that man actually is. He knows more about Max than he's letting on. Alright, let's start showing you stuff. What do you think about this? Anything come to mind? You want some advice on your development as a comedian, right? I see. Well, this is what you do. When you tell a joke, imagine everyone's wearing underwear and dancing the lambada. No more advice from you. Nick, he was giving you good advice. Don't be so close-minded. Russell! How could anyone do this to you? I was taking this really hard. It's that uppity faker's uppity top hat. They found this at the scene of the crime, didn't they? That's what I've been told. Unbelievable. That jerk killed the ringmaster. It really is a shame what happened to the ringmaster, huh, Mo? It seems that the ringmaster was a truly great man. This isn't very funny. How am I supposed to know about people who aren't in the circus? If he thinks he can kill the ringmaster, it's only just that he should die too. Mo! Sorry, I'll cross the line, but he is truly a disgusting human being. Why do you hate him so much? Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clonked Ben right over the head as hard as he could. Ben? The ventriloquist? You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves. Cafeteria? Let's just say there's gotta be something interesting there. Ah, yes. The very big circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around. Oh, thank you. This is an atlas? Yeah. Oh, I killed myself, really. I'm dying here. Coronary. Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. Circus map. That's the ringmaster's daughter, Regina. Ever since she was a little girl, she's been watching the circus performances. Cuter than a little puppy Maltese. That Regina. If only my Lorena was that cute. Lorena? Ah, Lorena is my daughter. She lives with her mother now. And it's true that what they say about the tears of a clown. I've been friends with Russell since before the circus began. He was so selfless. He always thought about others before thinking of himself. I found a way to return the favor. He took such good care of me. I wish I would have thanked him more than I did. Ah, Ben. How's he doing? He's a ventriloquist, right? That's right. Why was I surprised when they told me his secret? He's got a second mouth where his belly button should be. Just kidding. Ben wouldn't tell me a single thing about the murder. Nah, that's a simple problem to solve. He won't talk if he doesn't have his puppet Trillo. Trillo? If Ben doesn't have his ventriloquist puppet, you'll barely get a word out of him. Really? Master and puppet. What's the matter? Whenever I see my own nose, I am reminded of my Italian heritage. Ah, I see. It must be because you have one of those Roman noses? Roman all over your face? I didn't cross the line there, did I? You went so far past it, you'll need a map to get back. Oof. Alright, we have... a map. So, there's a cafeteria right next to the ringmaster's room. And... looks like another place we're gonna get to go to. Oh, I don't suppose you'll care to tell us about this map. Alright. Oh, that guy. His name's Ben, right? What? You don't know him? I don't know. He didn't really catch my eye. He's friends with Trillo, right? Wait. We're the ones asking the questions around here. That's Mo. He's such a funny clown. He's been a good friend to my dad for a really long time now. He was good friends with the ringmaster? My dad always said, when it comes to who I can entrust the circus to, it's definitely Mo. Yep, that clown is one lovable stooge. Don't you think so, Nick? No comment. But we can get to the cafeteria from here. Keep our cafeteria clean. Ew, this place is gross. This must be because of last night. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder. That reminds me, what was it that Mo said? He said that yesterday morning Max clonked Ben over the head here. He also said that there's Goaty be something interesting here. What's Goaty be interesting? Don't ask. Alright. The kitchen is over here. Everyone must have taken turns cooking. There's a duty list posted here. I wouldn't mind trying my hand at cooking for this many people. Maya's killer hamburger. You'd try it, wouldn't you? Looks like they've left it exactly as it was on the night of the murder. They didn't seem too worried about cleaning up the dishes, did they? Looking at all these dishes is making me hungry. Let's go get a burger at the snack stand outside. Once we're finished with the case. Alright, then let's get this over with, Nick. Here we go. Whoa! Where's the mute button when you need it? Alright, this is strange. There's nothing on top of this stand. Look here, Max is written on it. Must be his VIP table? Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? You won't be putting a 10-course meal on this. Well, he could still eat hamburgers, right? Your dirty dishes all over the place. Must have been too hectic last night to clean up. You know, I can't stand a mess, Nick. I think you and I should clean this place up for them. Why do we have to clean up? 1, because I hate dirty cafeterias. 2, because 1 bears repeating. But this is a crime scene. We can't clean it up. We have to preserve it for evidence. You know I really hate dirty cafeterias. Not as much as I hate cleaning dirty cafeterias. It's funny that they keep saying, oh, they didn't have a chance to clean up after dinner, because I'm like, the murder took place around 10 p.m. That's, I don't know, it just seems late. Bulletin board for, bulletins. Doesn't look like there's any useful clues posted here. Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read. Juicy? You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like, message from the killer. Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe would take it all too seriously. What's this? Must be a juice bottle or something. Oh, watch out, Nick. There's broken glass all over the floor. A broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor? Do you think it means anything? There's going to be something interesting there. Huh? Looks like we're going to have to go back and meet with him. Him? An orange juice bottle. Chair's been knocked over. That's what it looks like. It almost looks as if someone knocked it over with a struggle or used it for self-defense. Or maybe Regent just likes to eat his dinner in the cafeteria. Isn't this an obstruction of or evidence tampering during an investigation? Oh, posting the note? I mean, probably. Keep our cafeteria clean. Doesn't seem like anyone ever read the sign, huh? Maybe they should make it easier to understand. Clean it or die! Well, that would definitely make them clean up, would it? You'd be surprised how aggressive signs sometimes just don't do anything. Okay. We gotta go to... Mo's room. Huh. Okay. Alright, we've got lots of things we have to look into. No time for slacking, let's get going. What's the matter? You seem down. Maximilian Galactica. Who would have guessed he was a country bumpkin? Oh, right. He might know something. We've got a bunch of stuff now for the detention center we could try asking. Oh, it's my 2 sweeties. Welcome to the detention center. They just sign up like that in Mythbusters workspace, clean up or die. Yeah. No one ever heard of Mythbusters again. Yeah, they stopped making that show, right? Quite a while back. What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully. Fantabuloso. I mean fabulous. That's why we came to meet with you again. What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max. Let's make this absolutely fabulous. We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max. You must mean from the dinosaurs. How were those Jurassic geriatrics? Max, you weren't very popular with the other performers, are you? Yes, sweetie. That's what they call jealousy. They're absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious differences between us. People who really understand? For instance, my sweetie pie. So Regina understands him, huh? I plan on getting married to her. She's truly my sweetie pie princess. Wow, that's so cool. It's already in the works. Oh? That's strange. Regina never said anything about actually marrying this joker. You met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder? Yes, I was with him around 10 p.m. once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after we finished. They found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house. Yeah, I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return. Huh? Sorry, Max. I have something I must attend to right now. Do you mind waiting for me right here? While I stand very suspiciously next to the cloak and hat. It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat? It's alright, I'll be right back. It should only take about 10 minutes. And then, I waited for him. But he never came back. Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tapered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. I have no idea what he went off to do. Oops. Can I ask you what you do with such an exorbitant salary? I'll recover this point. I'm paying off my father's debt. How could he possibly have such a large amount of debt? For example, say you rented a video. And perhaps you forgot about it for, say, a short period of about 10 years. You'd have the biggest late fee known to man. It's kind of like that. I mean, that's why generally when... Okay, people don't really... It's generally why when you rented videos back in the day, if you had it for such a long time, they at some point just charged you for, like, the cost of the video. Like, you had a late fee, but there'd be, like, also replacement cost. But sure, you know, 10 years. Yeah. Wow, now I can see how you can get that much debt. That makes sense now. Wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense. Maximilian Galactica. No matter when you see me, you get shivers, don't you? The silk hat, the cloak, the white roses on my chest. They're my symbols. You know I had to cut the number of symbols to 3? Really? You had quite a few to begin with then, huh? Well, I thought you could never have too many symbols. Sunglasses, beauty mark, soft pillows for lips, a beard, buck teeth. I gave all sorts of symbols a shot. But if I forgot one when I put on my makeup, everyone would forget who I am. That's awful, especially for a magician. Yeah, this is my silk hat. It's the only one of its kind in the world. It's one of my most prized possessions. This silk hat proves that I was somewhere else. Where did they find this? Huh? At the murder scene. Ah! I don't know nothing about nothing. Yeah. Max is so pathetic like this. Max must be really confused. That's the ringmaster. It's a shame what happened. He was gonna be like a father to me. Okay. What? We should definitely check some people. I can't believe a guy with that ugly mug is after my sweetie pie princess. Especially after she has eluded my charms for such a long time. There isn't much you can do about that, right? You haven't even been truly in love, have you? When you are truly in love with someone, you'd be jealous of their mirror because it traps their image inside. Don't you think that's sweet of him, Nick? I'm gonna get back with my sweetie pie. Then I'm gonna turn that dumb puppet into a toy glider. I guess you two haven't worked out your differences yet. Just between you and I. He wasn't a bad guy at all. I can say that for sure. That's the first time I've ever heard you say something nice about someone, Max. He must have been really a nice guy. My sweetie pie. She must be really lonely without me. With me all cooped up in here. Actually, she was laughing and rolling around with her tiger. She's my special someone, and I'm her special someone. Uh-huh. Very complex. You... huh? This woman, huh? Well, my type of woman is a gentle sweetie. Sounds like you're describing Regina. Well, he's definitely not describing Francisca. Doesn't care about Gumshoe. And we would have done those ones. We should be able to prove he wasn't there to talk about salary with his contract being at least a week over. Let's see. You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary. I hate lies. What do you insinuate? Do you have any proof that I did something other than... That's... It was on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said you received quite a raise. Is there a problem with the being well compensated? Not with the compensation, just the date. This is dated a week ago. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous. Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you? Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie. That's private. The ringmaster called him. I wonder if there was some sort of problem. Max, perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about? Well, not if I don't have to. Why? Maybe about the bottle? Isn't this why you were called to the ringmaster's room that night? Where did you get that? The cafeteria. But you already knew that, didn't you? Of course. It fell and broke on the floor. He's still hiding something else. Max? What is it, my sweetie? It didn't fall and break on the floor. You used this bottle, too. Was Ben he hit in the head? Ben? You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous. You might as well be a magician. Alright, got his lock done. Why 76% OJ? Maybe the rest is made with... Oh no, you don't usually blend orange juice with, I guess it could be mango? A lot of like other flavors are other juices like grape and pear and whatnot when they do, or they have apple. The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast we had a run-in. You mean you had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist? Well, you could put it that way. Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man. We fought about my sweetie pie. You mean Regina? That ill-bred creep told me my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Yeah, I guess there's water. You could just, could be 24% pulp. That's a lot of pulp. Blech. Would you put up with that? Ill-bred. Are you talking about the same Ben? Told her he was in love with her. Are you sure this is Ben we're talking about? All I can say is that he made me mad. And I had to tap him on his hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me, and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance. That's when I went to his room, and I laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie. What? The ringmaster told me that. It sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie. And no one else's. Huh, I see. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up? What do you mean by shut him up? You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trillo can't say a word. Not without Ben. Trillo. The puppet. The ventriloquist puppet. His real name is Triloquist. Can't believe we got this far in before we got a name like that. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know, that's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off at the balsa, I'd be screwed. You hit him? You mean the ventriloquist puppet? You are so smart, sweetie. Where did you hide him? What? Sweetie? You aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you? Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet. Fabulous. That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I hid Trillo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going in there and getting Trillo for me, do you, my sweets? No problem. None at all. Thank you, Max. You know I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Then don't go hiding puppets! Cough, Lawrence Mo Curls is right there. Bum 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 bum. Okay, so we gotta go to... Huh, Ben's not here anymore. Yeah, I wanted to ask him something. It's cold out. He's probably in the tent. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you, like... No, his name's Benjamin Woodman. His puppet's name is Trillo Quest. And... Lawrence Curls. Okay, we need to go into here. What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative. Of course we're making progress. But everyone loved the Ringmaster, and there's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved. Yeah, we're in Act 1. Of course. And now Regina isn't here. I'm not seeing how that's related. Ringmaster's room. It looks like the same as always. A great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing. Will you just stop it, you poster pilferer? I'm just kidding. You know I already got one of these posters. You mean stole one of those posters? Yeah. So let's just focus on what Max told us. He said that he had Trillo somewhere in this room. Trillo. Oh, the ventriloquist puppet. In case you forgot. Alright, so I know we're all like, oh, pair of bananas, but pretty sure this is just the Ringmaster's mustache. Because, you know, which might mean he doesn't normally, it might be fake, maybe it bigger, who knows. Where would you hide a puppet? Oh, I guess in the place that the check mark has come off of. Nick, look at all these cute trophies. Look at all the awards. We've read this before. There's something shoved under the bookshelf. That's Trillo. That's Ben's puppet. I think you're right. We'll give it back to him later. Why do I have to carry this thing? Because... Let's see. He's not here. Maybe he's in the lodging area? Do you care about this puppet? No. How about you? No. There we go. Oh, hey, Ben. Hello. Hello to you too. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree? Yeah, yeah. Don't you think it's cold, Nick? I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case. Alright, let's just give you your puppet. Ben, this is yours, isn't it? Yes, that's mine. Here you go. Return to Ben. Alright, Mile, let's get going. It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben. Okay. Okay, well, I guess we won't talk to him. So, Nick, where are we going next? Let's see. Maybe we should go talk to the clown once again. Hey, wait! Who said that? What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind wench. What's your problem anyways? Don't you know how to properly greet someone? Ben? Is that you, Ben? No. I would never. It was me. Yeah, me down here. You're Trillo? That is Mr. Quist to you, sir. Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect. Not again. Mr. Quist, is that better? No, look at me when I'm talking to you, you 8-bit excuse for an attorney, which might be a funnier joke if we were not in the prettier picture mode. Trillo, we've talked about insulting people, you promised. But he was mocking me. Not being mean to bullies was not included in the deal. I'm sorry, Trillo. Nick, what just happened? Trillo's still a puppet, right? Hey, what do you think you are calling me a puppet? Hey, can you tell us what happened with the murder? You talking to me? I said you talking to me? Don't look at him when you're talking to me. Triloquist. You behave, young man. Shut up, Woody. What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where they offed the old man? I guess so. No need to make such a fuss about things. That old mutt paid us all peanuts. Trillo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet. Don't you have nerve pills or something to take right now? These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick? Okay, I'll talk. Gramps got clobbered over the head. Let me lay it all out for you. The pay sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hand up my pants. You mean Ben? Yeah, the creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off for me, will ya? He's just another one of the dorks around here. Oh, my. But, I'll be fair, in this cesspool of human garbage masquerading as performers, I found my Madonna. Your... Madonna? Regina, my lovely Regina. She is stunning, right, Ben? Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far. You'll have to excuse him. He does not understand of what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty, hence why I shall marry her. Marry? Oops, wrong one. Well, whatever. You're gonna marry Regina? That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she? I think I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled. Well, I don't care. It's my choice, not hers. We're getting hitched. I know you think that, but what? I gave her a special gift. I gave her the wonderful gift of song. You gave her a song? Well, I am a renowned tenor. I'd be happy to know that I've decided to grace you with one of my songs. Me. I want you to touch... Nope. Nope. No. Well, the melody's pretty good. But those lyrics, I think they need a little work. Who asked you? I'm the artist here. Ringmaster got knocked upside his cheap head by that flying fraud. You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that? Trillo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that. Straighten up. I'm made of wood. Besides, you were there. You know what happened. You were there? Yeah. If you're that interested, then I'll let you in on the facts. Thanks. Now that Trillo's here, does that mean you can talk normally now? Hey, buttface. Ah! You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all. Trillo? Enough jibby-jabba. Let's get to court already. Hey, wait a second. Nick, what's going on? He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. Well. What in the world happened with Ben and Trillo? Quite a pair, those two. Monkey sound? Oh no, now what? More monkey sound. Yeah. Phoenix is being, not having a good day. Also, it probably took his badge. Hey, welcome back, Nick. That monkey. My badge! The monkey stole it. What? Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You look so completely dumbfounded. Regina. You, that monkey. Hey, no need to get angry, okay? But my attorney's badge. Don't worry, I'll help you out. Okay, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it? By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey. His name is Monkey Money? The monkey is called Money? Yes. Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get that back? I'll see what I can do. Even if I have money problems. Huh? Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. Haha, that's pretty funny. Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to. I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know. Huh, you don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I am on friendly terms with. What? It's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming. Oh, I see. Go to Moe's. I guess it is time that I revisit that kooky clown. Hey, do you mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben... Oh, you mean the guy that is always hanging around with Trillo? What do you mean hanging around? Well, he was there when Trillo told me that he was in love with me. Trillo told you that he was in love with you. Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart, and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him. But, what about Ben? What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trillo. No, like sound through the hourglass, so are the days of the circus. Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you? Proposed to. Nope, that won't be for a while. Huh? Really? That's strange. Isn't it, Nick? Yeah, Max and Trillo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage. Yeah, but I don't think they asked her. But Max only talked to the ringmaster about it. Oh, I forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly. So I guess Trillo hasn't asked her directly yet. What? He's gonna propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? Huh? What? Who do you think I should go for? Max or Trillo? Wait, you do realize that Trillo is a puppet. I don't care that he's a bit stiff. Oh boy. Okay, these might just be the same. Actually, do I have new people? I don't have new people. Alright, well, I guess we'll go talk to Mo. We gotta go back here, then go to the lodging house. Huh, Detective Gumshoe took off already. Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct. Or they could just be done their jobs that they're not great at, but, you know, they could just be done. Oh my, if it isn't Mr. Wright all the time. Oh. It's alright to be wrong every now and again, right? See, Nick? It just took a while for the joke to find its audience. So what can I do for you? Did you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair, or maybe just pull my finger, and let me have it. Well, we're gonna get the same sound effect either way, aren't we? How do you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? Ha 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 ha. Ha ha! Lots of laughing, more laughing than normal. So about Regina. Regina's such a pure, innocent child. She's such a cutie, too. She was born and raised in the circus, you know. But that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top. Sounds like Pearly. For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality. She lives in a dream world. She sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. Funny thing is, that all seems normal to her because it is her everyday life. I guess explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist's puppet. Don't ask me if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. A clown sees life simply without complications. Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money? Ah, yes, Money. He stole my attorney's badge. Well, Money does love shiny objects. It makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. But under no circumstances can you chase after him. But why's that? Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right? Exactly. Bravo, bravo. Ah, enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family. Well, then who does he belong to? Now I'll be happy to take you to where his owner is staying. You mean right now? Of course. Shall we go? Yeah, let's go with Mo. Acro's room. Yes, we saw this on the map. This is it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? I can't breathe. Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Anyways, this is the place. Acro's room. Acro? He's an acrobat. Seems he's not around today, though. What's that big pile of junk in the corner? I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there, too. Just be careful to make sure you've got the right stuff. Thanks, Mo. See you later. We now have a monkey that steals shiny objects. I'm sure that won't become important at all. Hey, it's a monkey calendar. Whoever's in this room must really love monkeys. Maybe a little too much. Wow, I just realized that this year is almost over. Amazing how time flies. It's been one wild year, especially the last part. Well, we still got one last person to help this year, Max. This bed is incredibly well made. It's almost like a maid made it up. Even the laundry on top of the bed is folded perfectly. Nick, there's nothing unusual about that at all. It's how things are supposed to be. Can't a man respect another man for doing something said man cannot do? He's got a barbell. Looks around. Everything he's got is for upper body training. Wait a sec. These are the same machines I see on TV all the time. Hey, Nick. What? I don't have this one. This barbell here is a new model. Don't overdo it, Maya. You don't want to end up a muscle woman. Now, Maya can do what she wants. Ooh, a window. You can see the big top from the window here. There's no snow on top of the big top. Kind of weird, don't you think? The inside of the tent is warm, so any snow that lands on top probably melts. I guess you're right. The snow probably just slides right off. Hey, the net's ripped. Money must be prone to breaking things. He's hardcore. The net looks fine to me. You really think that he plays basketball? I think so. Monkeys live life above the rim, you know. You're joking, right? You think the monkey has got proverbial game? Of course. That monkey doesn't fake the funk on a nasty dunk. Well, a prehensile tail might be an unfair advantage. That was a weird conversation. Even for this game. Holy cow! There's a fork and a mirror. Everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap looking knockoff wristwatch. Oh, look at this. It's a trophy. And it's really heavy. Nick, I found it. Your badge. It's right here. Thanks. You really saved me. Huh? What's the matter? Did you find something? Yeah, check this out. It's a ring. There's something engraved on it. From T to R. We put the ring in our pocket. Well, I think it's about time we wrapped up our investigation. Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow? Oh, heck no. We're on a case number 3 of the game. That's not a one court day kind of thing. Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet? Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side. That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. To be continued. Definitely save. Alright, so we've been playing... Wow, it took us roughly 2 hours to get through part 1. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break so I can get more liquids. We'll be right back. Alright, back. We're gonna hit the trial. Should be fine, right? I mean, sure, we don't know who did it. Although, could be the puppet. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick? Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, gotta make a good first impression. When I enter a room, maybe I should fly in and warp the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I'm gonna get knocked down by a girl with a whip. I don't think it'll help. I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that, and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really? No one needs to fly today. Nick? What's with that look in your eyes? Oh, I do like the sound of dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Nick, no! Alright, 10 a.m. And now the case of one... What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So? Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if this is to our advantage. Why the same judge? It's always this judge. Except for that one time. I'm pretty sure we get one different judge in one other case. At least in the trilogy. Maybe it's the trilogy, maybe it's the other one. I'm pretty sure they say he's Canadian. I don't quite remember where that is. But yes, most of the time It's the same judge. Don't worry, it wouldn't matter anyway. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count, do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. There. Opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Very well. You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up here. Now! Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. Alright, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Ooh. I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. A blunt object. Gee, we found something like that, really heavy in the pile of the monkey things. We didn't take it with us. Probably wasn't important. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright, it snowed until it didn't. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow. Let me see. There's got to be more to this. Huh? What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe? Wait. I mean, there's definitely snow on the ground there. I don't know that we have anything that is like, man, I can't believe the snow. So if he died after, there shouldn't be snow on top of him or anything like that. Alright, well. What were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? Okay, they were all practicing. When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. Practice session broke up around 10 p.m. After practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room, tired from work. Ben, the ventriloquist, went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. Yeah, it's really suspicious that people would talk privately. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. Alright, the murder. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay, not a problem. We've got a witness that told us the whole thing went down. Ow. This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? He's bent over a wooden box. A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Oh, look at that. Now we have the box. It's a 20-pound box. This might be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. Alright, the wooden box. This wooden box, you figure it weighs about 20 pounds, right? Sounds about right. The whole thing is lined with iron. Iron plating? Why do you think it's lined with iron? Are we trying to keep Superman out? I figure they just did it to make the box heavy. I think we could all do without your guesses, Detective. Stick to what little you actually know. Sorry. Suffice it to say, the box is really heavy. Much better. You may continue on. I gotta ask more questions about this box. You said the box was locked? How exactly was it locked? Well, it had quite a sturdy lock on it. It took quite a bit to open that bad boy up. So when you found the box, it was locked, correct? Yes, it was. Some of the forensics teams took it back to the precinct to crack it open. I see. See why we can't just have this whole conversation. Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox, so we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There was only one little bottle in that huge box. I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. It contains pepper. Cause of death was blunt force trauma. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. No. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that is something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No. I bet he made it disappear with magic. Ho ho ho. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Ah, no, he also gave us a box. It's too big for the pepper. Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. Yeah, I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Many questions about why we're holding a trial when we're still searching for the murder weapon. But, you know, this game world. Yeah, I mean, you can still take people to trial without a murder weapon. And be searching for it. Generally, the trial's still not like the next day, but... Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trillo will show up on the stand as well. I guess that's a yes. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Trillo Quist. I am employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Ahem. Me. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decided by a judge. Well, what do you think? Had a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trillo, you know better than to insult a judge. Shut up. Just look at your nose. You would think you have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly, I want to punch you in the face, and on the off chance the swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about your testimony. Ouch. You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. Now, the judge is actually making a really good point for once. But okay. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. Clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max, heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that? Without a doubt. He had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown? That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Or the clown-prit? Why is that? Here's absolute proof. A silk hat? This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Ah. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. Clown. Clown. You're talking about Mo? Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic. I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good. Poor guy. We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. Then what happened? Right, we ditched him and went back to the plaza entrance. Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. It's awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea?
Objection!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. Phoenix Wright, good thunker. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays. You're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez. Could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Audience yelling, maybe. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. He's the only one heading that way. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trillo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There's only one person headed that way that night. Makes quite a bit of sense, and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to the story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? I mean, he should have maybe seen the ringmaster. It's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max? Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you propose he should have seen? That's the victim. Yeah. If Trillo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Obviously the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he just, as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Trillo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. This is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Alright, so... Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose that would have been around... And what time was it? I think it was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10, so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is... Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? And can't you believe that we'd just stand outside in the weather? Well, maybe you're waiting for someone? What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Objection!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, we all we can all do without your offhanded theories.
Objection!
But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for in the cold that night? We're gonna go with Regina.
Take that!
Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Whoa, he exploded. You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares what I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw, don't you forget it. Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Eh? Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Exploded. That makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime.
Objection!
However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the— Ow! There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright, I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina. Pain, don't volunteer things. Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain. Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. It kind of makes a point with that one. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket at night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. There's like 3 different places where... Alright, you were going to propose. You, a puppet. Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. What? No, Judge, you especially shouldn't. Exactly. She's 16, Judge. You definitely can't propose to her. Actually, how old are you? You're 31. Yeah, you probably shouldn't either. His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now. Okay, Mr. Wright. Please continue with your cross-examination. What was that sigh at the end? Okay, I was supposed to propose. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina? Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't gonna propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben? Yeah. Got it? That's the truth. Had something to give to her. What was it exactly that you planned on giving her? You know exactly what I was gonna give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Fink's Wright joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Franziska's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad. Yeah, push anyway. Maybe something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to— Yep, okay, no, pain equals bad. I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm gonna have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the ring, I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology. You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. An engagement ring? Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it. It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on. Kept it in my pocket. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off? I'm sorry, really. You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing. Really? Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night it was a present for her. So you went to the lodging house to give it to her. That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way. Uppity snob? He couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his woodblock in half, and not with magic. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. What about this present? In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. So you're still thinking of trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give up that easily. I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck. The judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more. Alright, so he still has it in the pocket, which means I shouldn't have it. That seems like the most likely thing to go with.
Objection!
Trillo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Looks like they're gonna double team me now. Do you recognize this ring? That's mine. Give it back. Thief! Thief! Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? Yeah! What is going on here? That's... Ben, say something. Don't put that on me on the spot like that, Trillo. I found this in Money's room. But Money's room? You mean a room they put money? Like a bank vault? Ha! That filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you would avoid slandering innocent fiends in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. I see. Well, then... Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things. Trillo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime. What did you just say? Details. I need more details. Oh, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have... Well, it could have been taken around that time. The monkey seems too violent to just be allowed to run around. Ben, what's with you? Whatever. has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trillo Quist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey, Money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. How old is Max? He's 21. Yeah, that's still sketchy, 21 and 16, because she's underage, but I'm gonna blame the dad on that one for thinking that's okay. Prove an important point. What point could that possibly be? Ben doesn't exercise enough. No, testimony has a flaw. There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What's the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? Yeah, it's not really the age difference between 21 and 16 so much as she's underage. She was 18 and he was 23. It still feels slightly sketchy just because that is a great way for someone still of enough of an overage to take advantage. But yeah, it's more her being 16. It feels a little off to me. I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting, Mr. Wright. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist?
Objection!
Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night. Ha! I've told you so many times. You'd think you'd know my story's not changing. You've already changed your story, stick boy. I'm sure it will change some more. Where is one lie? Where there is one lie, there are usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. Yeah. I'll give you that. I was waiting that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could make a mistake. Someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max. That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see. I'd say about, I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. This should be more than enough for us to just go. Alright. We're waiting that night for Regina. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night? That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up. You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know. 4. Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you really think something would have slipped by me? 4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. The judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trillo. Always has been. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night? Of course. That's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time. I guess that makes sense. Especially since he was waiting for Regina. Showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. About what time would you say these events took place? You're the one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. You already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now what time was it? Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. It was 10:10 p.m. Yes, that sounds about right. Sounds about right because that's the time I saw Max on the scene. He said good evening to me, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must be enjoying asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And if it's obvious, then I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trillo. You say good evening at night? I'm sorry, Trillo. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom. Impossible. A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better. Gotta be something wrong with this bit of the testimony. Sure, let's say it's the greeting. Isn't it a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand. Ow, that hurt. Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trillo would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. I suppose we could be like, I mean, he did hit you over the head with the thing. Why would you be nice to him? But let's do a press on the other things first. You are 100% absolutely sure of what you just said. I told you already. Geez, I'm 100% absolutely sure. There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh? Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now! Cat cloak, white roses. Thank you very much. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in this testimony somewhere. I agree. Alright. This seems like it would be the thing. I'm just gonna put down a safety save in case sometimes games have different ideas.
Objection!
Cello, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact? Wasn't that big of a deal. It's just an argument. A disagreement at most. A disagreement doesn't usually end with someone getting clonked over the head. Ah! That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch. Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just go up and say, "Good evening," to his rival. Whoa!
Objection!
Are you saying this witness is lying? That he's trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at this crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just... That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? I want to go with he didn't see anyone. Of course, the witness didn't see a soul that night. I see. Who do you think you are, just up and decide that it is what I saw that night? A fool can only understand a foolish foolery uttered by the most foolish of fools. This witness didn't see anyone? You wouldn't happen to have proof to back up that statement, would you? Nope. Apparently not. Nick, I just thought of something. Ben and Trillo really didn't see anyone that night. They wouldn't have testified that they greeted someone that night, would they? What do you mean? I think that Trillo really did say good evening to someone. But they were in the middle of a huge fight. Maybe you should think this over, clarify the testimony for court. Okay. I guess it has to be a different person, though, because the defendant doesn't make sense. It's my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That's why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. What in the world? You. Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trillo saw that evening? It would like, by definition, it's almost just Russell, because it couldn't have been Max. Can't be your ventriloquist. Can't be Regina. He said he was with him. Like, considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah, I suppose you got a point there. Okay, judge is creepy. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You're correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Wah! Order. How do you respond to this? Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man, but once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica. I think it is high time that we cleared the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's three symbols. Three Symbols? Oh, they're just gonna yell it at you again, Phoenix. Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man. You gotta remember them by now. You know what they are, everybody? Here we go again, everyone. All together now. How? Yes, yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. Thank goodness.
Objection!
A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It would have been someone... could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Miss Von Karma. Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, if that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that his witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but... Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request that the prosecution prepare for their next witness. Court is now in recess. Alright, out into the lobby then. So, sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Alright, so if the ringmaster wore the cloak out, even though according to Max, he said he didn't need a coat. So, like, if he took those. What was he doing trying to pretend to be Max? Alright, exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means... it means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous. That's a fabulously possible possibility. Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. This does mean that it's possible that someone tried to kill Max as opposed to the ringmaster. What about my cloak? Where did that go? It's also a really good question. Double Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I mean, the bar for intelligence on any of these jobs seems to be really low, so yeah, sure, why not? I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. All right. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well. I will now call on my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Why did she call him a pitiful clown? He seems pretty sad. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. Wow, that happened really fast, but it just said in West Clanapedia, born and raised. So, yeah. Oh, just a sec. Check this. Let me check my calendar. Yeah. Okay. Sunny the Gator, hey, thank you for the raid. Right. Sorry, I got taken. I had like a work thing I had to respond to. Let's see, where were we? Name and occupation. If you're new here, my name's Heather. We are in the middle of case 3. We're on the first trial day for a very circus of a mystery, I suppose. Will the witness inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? I'm sorry. Oh, you just finished case 3 on the first game. Nice. I hope you, is it new for you? First time playthrough? Boop-a-doop. Okay, good. I'm sorry. Just not used to being in court. I've never been in courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? First time since it came out on the DS. Ah, yeah, it's me too. I originally played these games on the DS as well. I personally think they hold up still pretty good, which is nice. Nice to see a game do that. You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the record. For the court. Oh, yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Tough crowd. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? No worries, Sonny. Thanks for stopping by. I hope, yeah, definitely rest. I know streams can be quite a bit. How was that one? But a couple of clowns who were up. Your name? Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct? Yes. Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walk without the humor, please. Okay. Aw, poor Mo. Can't be his normal stoogey self in court. No, Maya, that's not a bad thing. It's a very good thing. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? How am I doing? This is a terrible testimony that you were supposed to tell us what happened. Aren't we the ones who are supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You'll really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. You need to get a different job. Far away from all of these people. Thank you. I can't wait. Poor Gumshoe. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. He's so happy now. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There's no way this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter? Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. Ah, ha 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 ha! That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon this court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Oh, but I like pressing on everything. Am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Well, we better put down a safety save, because, I'm not about to listen. Let's see. After practice was over, I went straight back to my room. Hey, Anubis. I have played, when they came out, the original trilogy, most of the Apollo trilogy. I don't know that I finished, Spirit of Justice? I don't know if I finished that one or not, because I can't quite remember. And I've played, Ace Attorney Investigations, the first one. I haven't played the second one. That finally came out. I own all of them. I definitely bought all of them. I'm gonna get to them eventually. But we're replaying the original trilogy. Or at least the second game. I did the first one a couple years ago on stream, so if anyone has missed that out and wants to see those are up on YouTube. Alright, you say that practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? See, that's the thing. Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now, 8 o'clock! That's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock. That way I can make a great joke. I mean, we should probably say no, but let's do it anyway. You know you want to hear the joke. A man goes to his doctor, and the doctor asks, "How's number 1?" The man says, "Every day at 6." The doctor says, "How's..." Is that... Many 3 words happened. Witness, these are exactly the type of jokes you should say for that detective. Ow. You knew that would happen. Don't look at me like that. Mr. Wright, you're hereby penalized. This will not become a kangaroo court. This is what safety saves are for. You were pooped that night? Yes, I was very, very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food. What? The double cheese, double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happened after that? As they say happens. Ha 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 ha. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love the toilet humor these days. That joke was so hip. I don't want to ruin it with a reply. Got a good reply, though. That joke was so funny, it just earned you a penalty. Do, do. Do, do, do. Then go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. You just happened to glance out the window? You could say that. You could say I also peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls. Ugh. I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should push him further on this issue. Keep pressing. Exactly why did you look out your window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday. Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thwomp. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that swamp, didn't I? That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well. Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. This should start turning the tables in our favor. Well, we made actual progress there, so new safety save. So we can keep standing on all of the things we shouldn't. Heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me look outside. What was the sound like? Well, I guess it's kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. Oh, duh. How do you know that I was gonna make a joke? Ha 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 ha. I guess that's the sound. Sounded like I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like. Honestly. Someone getting hit, huh? What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... That's what I saw. 2 silhouettes. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly how far away they were. Well, let me think about that for a second. My room is here. And they looked about yay big. I'd say they were 30 feet from my window. Just 30 feet? That's not far at all. It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility. I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw. Nothing bad happened. Nothing bad happened. Boop. I don't usually save scum this hard, but... I know I'm gonna push on things that are bad. So the ringmaster, he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away? That's right. I've been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I'm 100% certain that was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Oh no. Well, everybody yelled them out, I guess. Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Well, that's not till game 5, Mo. Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now, say it with Uncle Mo. No one wants to do it for the clown. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must be really utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Ah! Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify as to what he saw? And only what he saw? Kept watching them and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. Wait. If the sound that you heard was someone getting hit, then how did you... Ah! I went too far. I went too far. You know, Max's testimony and what he told us yesterday are kind of different. Yeah, notice we've got to pinpoint what's changed. You can do it, Nick. No, I didn't press on the last thing, though. Okay. You say you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head? Yes, I did. And it's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not how it went. Why did you say you saw everything if you didn't? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Ha ha ha. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night?
Objection!
I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Whoa! That's so much of a penalty. I object to the size of my penalty, please. This is a bit melodramatic. So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? Do I not? What if we just say yes and see what happens? I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you'll be telling us all about that great reason. Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound. Okay, good. I've been burned by these games before. Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them. All of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed, then he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound. There's no way he could have seen Max clonk anyone. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? The jokes they make where everybody's shocked goes so fast, you can't even hardly read them, never mind read them out loud. They didn't commit these wait. They didn't commit. These clowns probably escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown, make up to find the truth. Well, you're back from your jog? Well, pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much? When I look out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. Oh, right, the other game I've played is I've played the Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright one, which we will definitely do at some point because I find it hilarious. The court system of that one of witnesses involves witnesses constantly coming in and out and just leaving in the middle of their statements. It's chaos. When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Of course they did. Von Karma? Tampering with witnesses again? So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster. Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. Mr. Curls, Your Honor, you did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to this silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. Have I ever even catch a hint of a joke from you? I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could have only belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. Is the cloak black? I mean, in the dark, I guess it probably would be. Wow, that hat looks so much bigger in this photo than what I picture when I see this. For some reason, when I see this one, I feel like it's like one of those tiny hats, but I guess it's not. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony, is it? Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. Can't believe Mo forgot one of the 3 uppity symbols. Alright, because I don't trust that they won't punish me for his jokes. Gotta make sure we save. Bit far away, but the shadow could have only belonged to Max. Don't you think that you're going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not that kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. Doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again, then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? I saw his uppity symbols. Trillo said the same thing. But if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself. But just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. You sure of that? Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. The silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. You sure that is what you saw that night? Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? Well, I mean, it depends on the bird. That's not all I saw. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window?
Objection!
There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye and an eagle out of my right eye. Our records say his eyesight is a perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly. The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. So, you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding? That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. Must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object. At least that's what it says in the autopsy report. Trillo's testimony and now Mo's. Really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you've got to find a contradiction in this. That's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that will help. I've got to do it. A shadow could only belong to Max. I made a mistake in the kind of voice I gave you, man. Let's see. There's no doubting, especially since I saw his empty symbols. I suppose we could push on the fact that he says that they're all there, but not the... roses. And we'd probably prove that by the poster?
Objection!
You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. We've yelled it many times. 3 symbols? Yeah, everyone get ready. All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. What the? Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie! Silence, fool. Hear a response with the whole truth. No fractions. Order, order! Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw.
Objection!
The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail.
Objection!
But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them.
Objection!
Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He's just toying with the court. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Shiloh's testimony? There's no way I could have mistaken someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How could you make someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. I mean, all of these testimonies should just be thrown out of court. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. Oh, good. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. You can tell we're serious because the serious music is now playing. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Maya, let's be fair. Every chance is our last chance. Always has been. There's no doubt in my mind, there were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I've only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. Alright. And the reason we only ever need one chance is because Staker saving. Okay. No right roses, huh? Mo, be honest. Ow! You promised Mr. Phoenix, right? No more badgering. I hope you enjoy this penalty. Wow. That was quick. Excuse me, I'm the one handling out the penalty. Ah! Witness, continue with your testimony. You're not gonna whip me too, are you? Maybe after court, if you're into that kind of thing. Von Karma. But isn't it kind of pointless if you only whip me after court? Do 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 do. All the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Mo, be honest. Ah! Oh, I see. We just do... more of this, huh? Alright. It's like we don't even get funny things. Just penalty. There's nothing wrong with his testimony as far as I can tell. Yeah. Okay, so pressing on anything is just a bad idea. Got it. What do you think, Nick? There's no way I'm coming to lose after coming this far. There's gotta be an answer, and it's probably in the court record. Alright. No white roses. All the other symbols were there, especially the silk hat. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. If they found the hat at the scene, that means the hat must have fallen off.
Objection!
Oh shit, I pushed the wrong button. I'm just meant to look at that. I pushed the present button instead of the look at things button. Okay, just the right button. I mean, no. Yeah, I feel like he was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene might be the thing we want to go with. I'm gonna go with the hat.
Objection!
This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means the silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No! That's not true! Order! Order, Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, among other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me, and no matter how old I get, I'm always gonna be younger than you? Ah. Enough of this childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? It's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Objection!
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor.
Objection!
The witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. Grr. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Why do we still let this dude talk? Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? Answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what? Huh, I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. It's like one of the first things we ran into as a clue. You have any proof to counter the story as to how the criminal left the scene? Is this one right? Yeah, picture of the crime scene. Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. Oh no! So Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. Can we throw him out of court already? I move to strike all the witnesses' testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second. I think you said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls. Yes? The testimony you've provided up to now has been false? Hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just what? It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. That should be enough for you to, like, investigate your lawyer. Order, I will have order. Franziska Von Karma, how could you? Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Because that's a good idea. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls. Ha, you're not going to believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. Okay, this time, for real, this is true. Because he said so. And that's never changed anything before. Now it's time for our next segment. Mo knows. Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he flew away. This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? It's like the one thing you can finally agree with Franziska on. It's like, yeah, you're right. Maybe we agree that that's not a thing. Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class musician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believed the other witnesses. Yeah, I still don't know why we did that. Why don't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story. To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm gonna go with he's telling the truth, aren't we? Because what he said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. No, just because, honestly, this is how these things go. Which means that he's telling the truth. That's what I think. Nick, wait. That means that Max actually used magic. Yikes, you're right. Ow. Only a foolish-looking fool would be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. We were okay with ghosts last time. I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. Oh goody. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. but I just can't wrap my head around how that actually could happen. Imbecile. If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It is an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. Grr. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Well, we made it through the court day, at least. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm gonna ask you this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker. Alright. So we can trade there. Alright. I don't think I can go on longer than that. We'll have to do more of this next Saturday. I think I can do this next Saturday. I'll have to double check. I haven't looked ahead at next week properly yet. But yeah, case 3 and 4. 3's kind of a... I feel like we're probably about halfway through. I'm hoping we're halfway through. So we'll see. I believe Saturday now. We're going to go back to Hyrule Warriors during the week. We'll come back to... I'm halfway. Great. That's perfect. We'll come back and we'll finish up case 3 next Saturday. Assuming that I can. I'm pretty sure I wasn't involved in anything work-wise next Saturday, so I'll get that schedule posted up in the Discord for sure for sometime tomorrow. Let's see. I don't want to... How long has... Actually, how long has... Oh, TQ's only been going for an hour. We haven't rated TQ in a while. Looks like they're doing some crafting. Some Christmas crafting. That sounds good. Yeah, we'll go raid TQ then. Where'd my mouse go? There it is. And yeah, I will see you all probably Tuesday for Hyrule Warriors. That sounds likely. And if not that, we're playing Unbeatable on Rhythm Cafe on Sunday. What's this properly set up? Go say hi to TQ. I probably won't stick around because my really starting to feel like my voice is shot. New voice for Bo next week, maybe. All right, take care, everybody. I'll see you later. Check out the YouTube if you want to look for some of the back VODs. And have a good holiday time or just regular days. Whatever works for you. Take care.